Welcome to the world of group home riches, where you can achieve financial freedom while making a positive impact on society. Are you tired of working long hours for someone else? Do you dream of being your own boss and creating a better future for yourself and others? Look no further. With Group Home Riches, you can invest in real estate and provide a valuable service by offering safe and comfortable homes for individuals in need.
The number one investment in real estate.
And start building a better future for yourself and those around you. Let's make a difference together with Group Home Riches.
Hello.
Hi, this is Jeannie. I keep my truck in a spotlight. Sorry, I'm missing you.
No problem. How are you doing today?
Good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Oh, doing good. So you've got somebody that's in need of housing?
Yeah, so he kind of has a little complicated story. He
Okay.
looks like he was houseless in Queen. I think he has some family in the Temple, Queen area.
Okay.
He said he was staying at a shelter in Queen, but he can't remember where or name or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure he was.
Okay.
He ended up supposed to be a registered sex offender. I think didn't register. When he came back from Houston to Temple, got picked up, had pretrial services, was in jail, had a stroke. He's young, 39. Went to the hospital.
Is he vaccinated?
That's a good question. I'd have to ask him.
Yeah. We're seeing a lot of that right now.
Yeah, he so I think it's a substance use abuse, but
Yeah.
But he's between the hospital and us, he'll have been basically hospitalized for 30 days.
Oh goodness.
Doing great. He's walking with a walker, 85 feet. He can dress himself, bathe himself, feed himself. Still, of course, has some deficiencies in the arm that side that was affected. But basically, he has nowhere to go from here. Try to kind of explore options and what we can help with, maybe what his family can help with.
Yeah.
They're remotely involved.
Yeah. Does he have any SSI or SSDI?
No, he said he's applied for disability, but hasn't. That's kind of as far as I got. I think in the hospital, the social worker there might have started the process with him. I don't think he's had his hearing yet.
Okay. What he really needs to do, I mean, we can get him back up to Central Texas. Have you ever worked with families in crisis?
I have not. So we're in the area.
Okay.
We take 3 charity cases a month. He has a Baylor Scott and White marketplace insurance plan that I think his dad helped him get on.
Okay.
So he's insured, and that's kind of how he ended so far away from there to here.
Got it. Yeah. The insurance won't cover any housing though, will it?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No, just medical needs, equipment, services.
Yeah. Okay. So, do his parents have money?
No, I think his mom has had 3 strokes and the dad is caring for her, which is part of why he says he can't bring him in. And, he doesn't need any physical need. I just think big birth purchase.
Yeah.
I feel like he's come here, he's brought him clothes, he's willing to help as much as he can. We have some scholarships where we can help with the first month of, like a group home or something along those lines, or shelter fees. But, even our improvement, after 4 weeks is basically we step out of the picture. So
Yeah, I mean, the reality is this. He could get housing for obviously a month, but then after that,
what happens?
Correct. That because look, we as much as we're in this business to provide housing for individuals, there has to be some type of remuneration. Most of the time, these individuals, and this guy's going to obviously be able to eventually get on SSI or SSDI, especially now that he's had a stroke. Once he's on SSI, then we can start working with him as long as he's financially responsible. Now, we will not allow him to pay direct. The only thing that we will allow him to do is get a representative payee so that they will manage his money on his behalf, and then they will pay the rent. Because guess what? Otherwise, they're not going to pay the rent. He's going to go and do drugs or whatever, and that's just the way. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah. I haven't seen any case manager in Hawaii for adult and substance abuse, and everything was like, "Yep, you need a rent payee because you're going to go smoke that up."
You got it. Yeah, in
$50 a week, and we'll pay everything else.
Yeah, and in Hawaii, there's big meth problem over there. Really kind of all over, and you
Look,
guys are
I
seeing
mean, I
it
know
down
for a
there
fact-
as well. I mean, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's like Zombieland.
It is making
what-
its way.
Yeah, what's going on? But now, do you guys cover a deposit as well, or just the first month's rent?
So it's something I can take up to my CEO and say, so I'm the director of case here. I can say we've exhausted all like options. This is what I come up with. This is
Yeah.
how much money I'm asking for. This is what we could do for a month. In that meantime, he will work on, this SSDI. He'll work on, things with his family, those kind of things. Like these are the things that we can do. Like if they can provide whatever they can provide, and then I put in a request for scholarship money, what we call it, for
Okay.
assistance for him. So
Yeah.
it's subjective to, I'm not asking for $5,000-$10,000. I think she's
Right.
Like, we pay for transportation back for people from far away, $600-$700. Like I said, we do 3 charity cases a month. Most of those people don't have insurance, so we buy equipment sometimes and, do things like that, help with expensive medications. I mean, it's one of the things I like about, the facility is that they do that give back, so.
Yeah. Now, obviously, he has insurance. I'm curious to know if there are any providers out there, and I could probably put you in touch with them, that know how to process housing payments via insurance. Because it is out there, it's just we don't do that. So that might be a good option for him. The other thing that we definitely need to do, and I can send you over their information, is get you in touch with Families in Crisis, because I know they've got a good amount of money, and they might be able to get him into the program in some capacity.
Great, all right.
So right now, let me take a look at our bed count and our availability, as well as our community resource beds. Community resource beds are the beds that we set aside. Sorry, these phone calls don't ever stop. I've got
I know the feeling.
well, unfortunately, there's so many people out there that are in need of housing right now. The phone just rings nonstop. And obviously there's regular people that, need to pay they're looking for a 1-bedroom or whatever. But I'm talking about the stuff that we primarily do with the group homes. It's gotten really crazy over the last 3, 4, 5 years. But what I was going to tell you is, let me get you in touch with those guys, and then let me go back and I'm going to evaluate our community resource beds. Those are the beds that we keep available for people, and basically we just don't charge them anything. I just don't know what vacancy looks like at the moment.
Here, probably until the 27th or 28th.
Okay.
So this isn't like I'm looking for today or tomorrow.
Right.
This is kind of, work ahead of time, be proactive.
Absolutely, yeah, especially at the end of the month, because everybody and their mom is just looking for a place to live, starting hearing about 3 or 4 days.
Yep.
Okay, well, cool. Well, let me take a look at that stuff, and then I'll send you a text message back, and then also I will take a look at our community resource beds and give you a call back and let you know what we got.
The 3 areas we're looking at, if that helps at all.
Okay.
So I think that Dad is out in Temple, so we're kind of like, well, let's try and get him at least where there's maybe some family.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I know I was looking at this list of some of the housing that I got from somebody off of, I think, the Texas Department of Corrections website or something.
Okay.
Like Pat's Helping Hands. I don't know if you're familiar with them. It just looks like a bunch of different halfway houses, maybe.
Yeah, there's halfway homes, there's group homes, transitional homes, care homes. At the end of the day, everybody's kind of trying to do the same thing. What you find, though, is that there's really not much supply. There's not that many people that do this, and there is a ton of demand. So whenever you do get on the phone with somebody, they're like, oh, we've got, we've got a huge waiting list. We don't have any spots right
Get in
now.
line.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm sure in Hawaii it's even worse, because there's a huge housing shortage in Hawaii, just regular housing shortage. So
Yeah, I lived there for 32 years. I was a case manager at the hospital there. And in there, it's not free. Like the shelter, you actually have to pay to live in. So you have to pay $100 a month or exchange it for work services. And if you're not a resident, if you've been not living there for a year prior, it's $400 a month. And
oh my,
you have to have your TB clearance, and you have to, you have to be certified homeless. You have to be seen 4 times in the community by a community case manager that can certify that you're homeless.
goodness.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Now is that on the Big Island or where was that?
That's on Oahu. I mean,
Okay.
that's pretty much much throughout the state. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some like where we partnered, so the hospital would partner with a couple of the shelters, where we could do like medical beds, or we could send a referral directly from the hospital,
Yeah.
especially if they had like wounds or something, because some of them had, doctors on site there where we'd set up for wound care and things like that. But
Right.
yeah, and then there's a lot of kind of boarding homes, I guess they would call them,
Yep.
where there's not a lot of oversight. It's kind of like you're renting a shared room with somebody else. And
Yeah.
so there's a lot of those popping up for, a lot of the SMI kind of people trying to get them off the streets. They drop them all together in houses and it explodes and then they're back on the streets. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's tough. Yeah, you got to have good people that are running these things. We've been doing this for probably 25 years or so. So yeah, quite a while. But anyways, well, let me take a look at everything, and then I'll send you a text message with all the contact info, and we'll take it from there.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Okay, cool. Bye bye.
All right. You have a good day.
You too. Okay, guys. So that's pretty much how we do it. You can tell these people are very, very, very grateful to have somebody like you group home entrepreneurs out there, providing this type of housing, because again, the demand outstrips the supply 20-1. It's incredible. Probably a lot more than that. I'm just throwing that out there. It doesn't matter, again, if you're in Texas, if you're in Oklahoma, if you're in New York, California, Hawaii. She just came from Hawaii. I mean, there's a huge, obviously, problem over there, as she was alluding to. This is a growing industry. It's not slowing down anytime soon. Okay? And mark my words, as the government continues going into debt, the problem's gonna explode, right? Because housing is gonna skyrocket, food costs are gonna skyrocket, utility costs are gonna skyrocket. I read an article the other day talking about insurance costs. Just regular home insurance costs are skyrocketing, but guess what else is? Auto insurance. Your auto insurance rates on average have gone up over 22% in the last year. And guess what? If you've, blown through a red light or something like that, it's going to be even worse. So people cannot afford anything anymore. And where are they going to wind up living? They're going to wind up living in group homes. Okay? That's why we call it group home riches. You will get rich doing this, but you'll also become fulfilled. You'll feel good about what you're doing. You're going to have people. I mean, guys, when I was on the phone, I got another phone call, and I'm going to have to call these people back. And these are from all over the place. So I'll have to call this one back, see what they're looking for. So anyways, and again, you're not going to get every single person that calls. And the reason you're not going to get every single person that calls is because, hey, guess what? I got a shared room. There's 4 people to a room. There's only one bed available. Do you want it? Some of these people would actually rather live on the street. That's okay. Don't worry about that. You need to focus on marketing and generating leads. If you've got 5, 6, 7, 8 leads coming in every hour, it doesn't matter. By the way, the one thing that I screwed up on that is, and I already have her information anyways, but it's always good to reconfirm their email address. You reconfirm their email address, and then that way it gives you, something to talk about, and you say, hey, by the way, I'm going to add you to our weekly distribution letter that we send out. So anyways, hopefully that was helpful, guys. That's how we do it. Bye.